EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And bulldozing his way through. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that... there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Daniels going to throw for it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here now, a third down and 8. Lawrence will throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
You're looking there at the defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came in. Decade ago, I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To the air goes Daniels. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Come on. Hey.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this in. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua, 29 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over first. Now Daniels. Pass complete there to Nakua.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that.
So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment.
7-all is the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the second quarter, here we go. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the second quarter, here we go.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Daniels looking to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his... Zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
18 Rattler.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Going up top for Kupp. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA.
Cooper Kupp.
69 yards.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Been confident.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And now the Rams have got it. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Red on red.
ETN once more.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here's the 24.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And Davis has it over the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first. 27-yard line.
Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
A nice little juke. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 6 yards away.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touch. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And now it's blocked. And the Rams have got it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
To throw is Daniels.
He's got it to Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Rams offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Back to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in.
And he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter.
Hey, Jupiter.
One more time with Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is
a lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a give right side. Penn. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. The tight end in motion right.
Now Lawrence.
This is caught. Touchdown Jaguars. Christian Kirk. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Jaguars have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. That is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
That's complete to Wicks.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
apologize in advance, partner, but the beef-eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
On the toss, here's Williams. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well,